I like it. I like the way it turned out. That was absolutely his fault. You guys saw, ooh, money. Let's get that. All right, let's get out of here before the cops show up. What's up, guys? So before we begin, I have a few massive shoutouts to give. First and foremost, to the Newport 200. And second, to the Gaming Corvette C8, both for their support of my channel. Thank both of you guys very much. I really do appreciate it. Let's start this show. What's up, guys? OddMan105 here, and welcome to this week's Podium car customization and review video. And just like the previous weeks, check it out. Here's this week's Podium car, the Annis Euros. If you guys want to know how I win Podium cars every week, there'll be a link in the description down below for my video, and I'll also post a link for that video right about here. Now, if you are new to my channel, and thanks for stopping by, I appreciate your support, and also consider subscribing while you're here. It helps me out a great deal, and it's absolutely free. Don't forget to click that bell icon for future notifications, leave a like or two, and hey, while you're here, check me out on Twitter at OddMan105. All right, let's begin. Okay, so the Annis Euros here is designed after the real-life NIZMO edition Nissan 370Z, an absolute beast of a car. Now, the tuner's version of this vehicle, as you guys may be aware, was nerfed when the agency DLC was released last December, and that's unfortunate. So this car, out of the box, the performance, as I understand it, is not that great, but we'll test it during our test drive. As far as customization goes, let's do a NIZMO-themed build on this car. Let's not go over the top on raciness. Let's do a NIZMO-themed build, and most NIZMOs that I've seen of this vehicle come in three colors, either black, red, or white. So perhaps maybe we'll do a combination of those three. And with that being said, let's get in this thing. Oh, one more thing. I absolutely love the original rims on this car because they look exactly like the NIZMO rims on the real 370Z, so we're going to keep those. Let's get in this thing, go to my custom vehicle workshop, and get started. All right, here we go. Oh, it's in the sports class. I didn't know that. Armor, 100%. Brakes, race brakes. Bumpers, front. We'll keep the bumper stock, and you guys will see why later. This looks like the original bumper on the real 370Z, so let's keep that stock. Rear. Let's go with the street bumper. And the reason being is because this car does not look right with a diffuser, so we'll leave that off. Chassis, roof scoops. Okay, you know what? We're not going to do a roof scoop. We're not going for a race build, so we'll leave that alone. And we won't do headlight covers either. Engine block. Let's go secondary intakes on that. And because we're going secondary intakes, that may be the only customization that we'll do with the engine block. And rail covers, again, this, for the amount of money, these upgrades don't really make any sense because it hides what we just did. So we'll leave that stock as well. Strut brace. Let's go with the medium strut brace on this. Engine tunes. Yes, please. Exhaust. Okay, the factory exhausts look pretty nice, but I want to go angled exhaust on this one. I think that suits the body style. Front fenders. We won't change the fenders because that's a little too racy. So we'll leave the fenders stock. The hood. Okay, we won't do hood catches on this. We're not going for a race build. But we will put some vents on this thing, and there's one hood type that I really like. This car, because it's a tuner's vehicle, has a ridiculous amount of customizations. Now, this hood's nice, but what I want is this one right here, and we're going to go primary on that. So let's put the skid hood on. The horn will leave standard. Interior, dash, kind of like the dash the way it is. So we'll leave the dash alone because this is too racy, so we'll leave that standard. Doors, we'll leave the doors standard. The seats, okay, let's go painted track seats. Steering wheel, kind of like the factory steering wheel the way it is. Okay, we'll leave the steering wheel stock. Roll cage, let's go secondary full. Yep, secondary full roll cage. Lights, headlights, xenon. We won't do a neon kit for this. Liveries, okay, let's get rid of this ugly ass livery. What I want is, and this I think will give it more of a NIZMO type look to it, because the NIZMOs have nice pinstriping on them, red pinstriping I might add. So let's go with the jet stripe. Okay, loss prevention, we have that. Mirrors, let's go secondary mirrors. Plates, and you guys already know what it is. Black and yellow, baby. Respray primary. Metallic, okay. For the primary, let's go, if we can find it, let's go ice white on that. And let's see something here. I think that actually works. Let's give it a red pearlescent. Secondary color, let's go metallic. And okay, this is ridiculous. Let's go red. Starting to come together. Trim color. And we'll stay true to the theme here. Let's go red for the trim. Interesting, I didn't know that the cushions for the, or the padding for the roll cage painted as well. What else is in here? Trim color, I'll back up. Accent color. Kind of like those white, we'll leave that alone. The roof. I like the roof the way it is, because I think that would be a little too much red, so we'll leave the roof alone. Skirts. Okay, there's one skirt type that I like. This one. Let's get this one, and we won't do carbon. Splitter front. And although the front splitter is carbon, we're going to do something a little different on it. This one right here. Because you see it's got that red accent on it, that's what I want. So we'll get that one. Starting to come together. The spoiler. Okay. The NIZMOs, of course you can get almost any type of spoiler on them, but this car in my opinion looks good with, actually it looks pretty good with the secondary drag spoiler. Let's get it. This is more indicative of the NIZMOs, NIZMO version of the 370. They've got the low drag spoiler on the rear, not this big bombastic, none of this stuff right here. So that works for me. Sun strip. Yeah, let's get a red sun strip. Why not? If we don't like it, we can take it off. Suspension. Let's go sport suspension on this. Transmission, full upgrade. Turbo, full upgrade. And the wheels, and again, I've already said we're going to keep the original wheels. Reason being is because these, these wheels don't exist in the game. And if you're not careful, as you can see, these are the stock wheels and they're painted. So I want to keep the black color on the rims, and we're not going to change that. If you're not careful and you go with a different rim and try to put the alloys back on, it'll take the color off. So rather than do that, let's just go straight to tires. And we can't put tire design because they're not custom, but we will bulletproof them. And let's go black tire smoke. and it's starting to come together. Now it's looking like a Nizzy. Windows, and you know we got to blacken them out. Look at this thing. Look at that. That is nasty. All right. And that's it. So when it comes, the sun comes back up, we'll test drive the car. But for now, let's park it. Beautiful. That's a NIZMO. All right, guys, and we're back. And check this thing out. Beautiful. I absolutely love the way the white ties in with the black stripe and the red pinstriping. And I'm glad that we kept the original rims on this car. This thing looks outstanding. All right. Let's send it. What's everybody talking about? This thing's decently fast. Yeah, this car is wow. It could handle a little better, but this thing's got some power. It definitely pulls. Now, I will say that handling could be a little better, but this thing's got a pretty decent top speed on it. We're moving. We're still collecting or gathering speed. We're still accelerating. Not bad. Brakes. It brakes pretty well. So, handling could be better. It's got a decent top speed and accelerates really well. I kind of like this. There's nothing wrong with this car. Okay, let's take a really quick look at the interior, although we've already seen this during customization. I do love the engine model. I'm glad they fixed it. Okay, you can still see some of the bad rendering underneath, but overall, I like the engine covering. The interior is well done, in my opinion. Looks pretty nice, and of course you've got the rear and that awesome-looking roll cage. Overall, not bad. I like it. Alright guys, and we're back, and you know, I get it. This is not the fastest Tuner's DLC vehicle, I understand that, but I like the way this car turned out. Now let's talk about the performance for a second. Again, Rockstar nerfed all of the Tuner's vehicles, and this one is no exception. It could be faster, and I could slap some low grip tires on this car and stance it to make it a little faster than what it is. I may do that at some point, but it's fast enough for me right now. And this car has got a decent top speed on it. It's got decent acceleration. Handling could be better, but then again, that's what makes this a fun car to drive. Braking is outstanding on this thing, in my opinion. So it's still a competitive vehicle. Now, the appearance, look at it. I mean, that says it all. This is what a NIZMO should look like. That white, or that black, and the red pinstriping on that white, excellent choice. This thing is outstanding. I love the way this car turned out. Now, this is an expensive vehicle. But as with any Podium car, don't buy your Podium vehicles, win them, and use my technique to get your hands on this car, okay? There's still time in the event week. You guys need to put this car in your collection. It is absolutely worth it. And with that being said, this video is a wrap. I've been OddMan105, aka The Odd One, coming to you live once again from the Los Santos car meet with this week's Podium car, the Anis Euros. If you guys found this entertaining, then you know what to do. Smash that subscriber button, hit that bell icon, leave a like or two, and don't forget to check me out on Twitter at OddMan105. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Please stay safe, keep bringing that smoke, and take care out there.